pretty sure. No, just cozy, not cozy in chat. I'm sorry. Just cozy. Cozy. Just cozy. Let's try it here. Just cozy. Just this word. I think that's how I spell that. All right, anyway. Let's pin this one instead. And remove this. Okay. Here we go. So yeah, today we're going to be playing a little bit of Rimworld. And Nightbot should help us out. I don't think we need stream elements to do anything today, actually, so I'm not sure why I have that enabled, but I guess we'll figure it out. So, if you don't know, welcome in, first of all. Welcome in, everybody. It's a little bit different of a stream than normal. We're not going to be doing anything Stardew or related. I just felt like doing something a little different today. A little burnt out. Editing 100 days and also playing 100 days was like a lot of Stardew all in one shot. So we're gonna do some other stuff. So welcome in. I got Honey Puddles and Error and Jania and Wilwin and some Yellow Snow and Paper Flare. Gotcha, girl. It's gonna be a good one. Yeah. So we'll see if this works. Basically, I think if I set it up right, Nightbot will allow me to say, like, we'll do a giveaway based on keyword, and then I'll tell it to look for the word cozy, and then it should pick a random name there. I just have it set up so anybody could be selected. And it's got a little bit of weight on channel members, I think. I think channel members are twice as likely to win a giveaway or something like that. But anyway, we'll find out. We are going to be playing a brand new colony, and we're going to stick with the standard start. So Rimworld is a colony simulator in that you don't play as a specific character, you just give orders to a group. You can automate a lot of things, or you can give an individual colonist directions and say, like, go build this wall or whatever you want them to do, right? There are a bunch of different ways that you can play this, including a few new starts. This is one that I play sometimes, but the music is a little loud. That's fair. We can turn that down. Appreciate it. Nope, that's good to hear. I appreciate it because it is different. It feels like in every single game, so if that is still a little loud, please just feel free to let me know. A couple of new things got added with this expansion, which was biotech. We're not going to play either of these, but they're super fun. I have messed around with them a little bit, where you can be just one person with a bunch of mechs, or you can start as, like, essentially a vampire with a human alongside you. We're going to play just a classic game. And there are different storytellers. So instead of having, like, a specific path or a story that you're trying to accomplish, you know. Jania, member for 9 months. That's wild. Except it's not. It's longer because you got canceled for a little while. But instead of telling a specific story, these guys are just going to put things into the world depending on which storyteller you pick. And we're going to go with Randy Random because that means that kind of just anything could happen. I'm not planning on doing any kind of specific challenge here or trying to, like, push myself or going for a crazy hard game. We're just going to kind of mess around. So we'll do, like, a moderate difficulty, kind of a standard, and then we will allow ourselves to save. We'll set our world seed to be Leap-A-Lot. We're going to populate the whole world. These are all of the other people that are going to be in the world. We have some that are friendly to us, like the Civil Outlanders and the Shattered Empire, or at least neutral, and the Gentle Tribes. But there are a lot of other things in the world that don't like us and want to kill us. Isabel going to sleep. Well, thanks for popping in and saying hi. I appreciate it. So this is going to take a second to generate because we're making kind of a bigger world. Yeah, our general goal, like the goal of this game, there are a few different ways for you to get to like an end of the game. You can do that either by just building a ship and taking off and leaving the planet, or you can do it by making friends with a faction called like the Empire and becoming like a noble of their group, and then they'll like shuttle you off. There's also like an Archotech ending, which I'm gonna be honest, I don't know anything about that one, and it doesn't really matter. So looking at the world, this is the world generated from the seed, the Balot, and just because we're just here to have fun and not do anything too crazy, I'm probably just gonna snag a spot somewhere in like a temperate forest. These are kind of the easiest setups. There's gonna be, as far as like weather and illnesses and things like that go, the temperate forest is the easiest. I also really enjoy the arid shrubland. Deserts are kind of fun. I don't particularly love tropical rainforests or tropical swamps. I struggle with those, so we definitely won't be doing anything with that today. So we'll just pop in somewhere where I can be close to a couple of friends. Like this looks pretty good. If we can get a spot on a road here, maybe with some marble somewhere and sandstone slate, granite sandstone, 4 or 5. This had limestone slate. I think I might be too close here, but this could be good. Got some marble, some limestone, some granite. We got some friends nearby. Struggling to hear you over the music. Fair enough. Let me take a look at that real quick. Do I have... I had turned the audio for the music up because it looked a little bit lower than when I was recording Stardew this week, so hopefully this is about back to where I would normally keep it. So if this is still a little too loud, please, yeah, just continue to let me know. Anyway, we're gonna start here. I want some marble on my starting path here. I want to be close to these 2 purple guys. They are not therm. They're just potentially friendly. Not a lot of disease here. Growing period is year-round. This is going to be a good spot. Oh, we are too close. Dang it, dang it. Okay. Sandstone slate. This is too close as well. Okay, slate, granite, limestone. I was hoping to grab some marble. I would still like to be close to these guys, and I was hoping to stay on the path. It's not a huge deal. This would work as long as I'm not too close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be fine, right? Yep, okay. All clear now. Okay, perfect. Perfect. We're just going to go for a fluid ideology, and these are like religions in the game. We're going to go with ideological. There are no gods. The moral structure of the universe is found in our grand narrative of social forces. I tend to go with this one just because it's, I don't know, the easiest for me to wrap my head around. Collectivist, I really, really enjoy because it increases our work drive significantly without having a lot of like impact. Like some of these can be a lot of fun. And if I'm trying to do something specific, I might do that, but not today. We'll let people use drugs for medical reasons. We don't want slavery. Our work drive is tripled. Just because we're messing around, we're going to set our research to very fast. I doubt that we'll run into any insects, but I am going to set insect meat to be a loved food. Our ideology is called the Lutuni Path. In a broken world, Varvara Estes saw all that was wrong and created our movement. Some of the false believers tried to break the rules and decided their own paths. Varvara punished them severely. The ethicists would not have understood the true nature of family without Varvara's teachings. Wow, that is beautiful. That tells me absolutely nothing. We made a path. Somebody tried to go on their own path. We said no. Fantastic. We want to have pews because these are really easy to build. The alpaca is going to be our venerated animal this go around. Last time when we played on Twitch, it was raccoons that we worshipped. So that was interesting. We have a large altar here. We're also going to set up a couple of additional rituals. We want to be able to have a Christmas tree party, and we want to be able to burn symbols. And then what else do we have here? We have a dance. We have... Okay, yeah, we have a Sky Lantern Festival, a dance party. So we need, like, just a time for our people to gather around. So during these ritual times, this will, like, draw us closer together and help us develop our ideology, kind of figure out who we are and what we're going to be. Is it murder in time? It is murder in time. Welcome in. Well, I don't know. It might not be. We'll kind of see how it goes. So this is our first opportunity here. I'm going to need 3 names. So if you want to be in the pool, you only have to type cozy once. You don't have to do it every time I ask. As long as you've said it at least once in chat, it will show up in my pool, and I'll be pulling those in a second. We are going to kind of do a little bit of filtering. So there are ways that you can... Well, I don't know if there's anything with 1.4, but previously there were ways that you could completely customize these pawns, and you could have exactly what you want. There's also been added with this expansion, you can create, like, different genetic monstrosities. I mean, you can really, really customize things. We're not going to do that today because we'd probably spend all day messing around with it. But what I am going to do real quick is I'm just going to, instead of me rolling for the pawns that I want every single time, I'm going to go ahead and set some parameters so that we can have the game get some people for us that are good at a few different things. So our first person is going to be good at shooting, construction, and let's say social. And basically what I'm telling the game to do, and this is through the use of a mod, is to find pawns that fit these criteria. I could just keep trying to find those pawns, but instead I'm going to have the program do it for me. This person, so they're a builder. They'll probably be doing that a lot of the time. When they're not doing that, maybe we could have them work on crafting. And so now we're going to not allow them to be incapable of doing any jobs. They're not going to have any health conditions, and it's just going to try 5,000 times, if necessary, to find a person that fits that criteria. So here we have a quick sleeper who's psychically sensitive and an undergrounder. They fit all of the things we want. They have some gold on them, which is interesting. I haven't been loving undergrounder lately, but you know what? We'll go with it. We'll go with it. So our first one here, our first keyword cozy, is going to be paper flare. Paper flare. So I think what I'll do is do like this. So here is our first medieval slave. Paper Flare grew up pulling carts and digging holes on a medieval world. Simple manual labor is her oldest companion along with the master's lash. She didn't learn to read until age 9. By the way, I haven't set any like designation with the gender, so if it doesn't match, sorry. Sorry. On her homeworld, Paper Flare worked as a moderately successful inventor after being a medieval slave. That is quite the improvement in life. She developed several minor technologies. Interesting. Very cool. Very cool. I'm the first to die. It's possible. Okay, so there's our first person. We're also going to possibly need someone that's decent at mining, but they won't be doing it a lot because they'll probably be taking care of plants and animals. And this person is going to be our doctor as well. And we got another undergrounder. Interesting. I don't like Recluse. We're actually going to re-roll that. I don't want another undergrounder. I'd really prefer not to get another undergrounder. We'll take it if we have to, but like... I'm wondering if that's the only way that it's going to fit neurotic. Okay. You know, we can have some fun. We can have some fun with this one. All right, let's see who our next person is here. Error. All right, cool. Cool, cool, cool. I think how I'll do this one is just like this. So, Error was a sickly child. As a child, Error suffered from a rare disease. Quarantined in a hospital, he had minimal human contact and got little physical exercise. In the sterile hospital environment, however, he became very familiar with science and medicine. When he grew up, he ran a crop farm. He analyzed soil, agricultural equipment, weather patterns, and price trends to optimize the planting and harvesting of massive crop fields. Fantastic. Okay, cool. So this person is going to be like our medic, but also going to be tending to our fields. We have a lot of things covered now. We want to make sure... Wait, did you have cooking? You did not have cooking. Okay, we need a cook for sure. Somebody that can talk and do a little bit of the research. And then, let's see. What else do we need still? You have a mining passion. You're not the best at it yet, but you'll become very good. We could use someone that has some... We could use another, like, shooting specialist. Okay. Let's randomize and see who we get here. If we can make this one work. So this is... No, that's not going to work. Body Pearce and Cannibal. We want everyone to get along. This'll work. This'll work. So, our third person... We have a shooter. This is probably going to default to be our melee person, even though Error is not good at melee, because we have two that have a passion for shooting. And this person is not going to be Stream Elements. This is going to be B. Marie, 39. I might need you to... Would you like me to do, like... No, not like that. Should we do that? And then I could do... Just B here, I guess, and 39 for the last name. Yeah, we are not going to give Stream Elements a chance to join this colony. Stream Elements would absolutely ruin our lives. But I think this will work. If you want something else, B. Marie, just let me know shortly. Otherwise, I'll leave that as is. Anything's fine. Okay. Cool. None of these people have existing relationships with the others in our group. We have 2 women and a man. Okay. Well, just a fair heads up. So there are probably people going to be getting married, potentially having kids. And you have all definitely signed the waiver by typing in cozy in chat. So let's generate our map here. Let's see what we have to look at. We're gonna have to put down a base pretty quick. We might be able to make use of some pre-existing structures. All right, perfect. And we're not doing anything wild, so I'll definitely take time to like slow down. We got an ancient danger. Eventually we might open this up, but the fact that this is on the map means that there's something dangerous inside there. Could be some bugs that want to eat us. Pretty likely, in fact, but we'll see. So we got some decent growing right in the middle here. So all of this dark green right here, this is where we're going to be able to plant and get some pretty solid growth out of our crops. I'm also kind of keeping an eye out for some of these. Ooh, not a lot in the way of steam geysers. At least not in the center of the map. It's really nice when we find those in the center of the map, because you can kind of build your base around it. Yeah, by the way, you only need to type cozy once. If you've already done it, you are now entered into every single time that I pull a name for someone. And in fact, I think... Oh my gosh, we got a husky. Let me see. I don't know that I can rename this without a mod, and I didn't install one for that. So that might be a no-go. Lure, can I rename you? I don't think I can. Okay, well, whatever. So, sad thing about that was we don't have any geothermal energy right near us, which isn't a huge deal. We have some pre-existing steel walls down here. We could kind of repurpose this into a base, but I think what we'll do is we'll just kind of build up over here and onto this like rocky ground, using this for our... And click the little icon rectangle with bar in the info tab to rename Fleur. On the training screen. Oh, okay. There we go. Cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't often name my animals because they don't usually tend to make it very far. All right, let's get another one here. Niels. Okay, let's see. Let's just go like that. All right, cool. Very fun. So we got a whole crew here. And honestly, this is like possibly one of the best animals that we could get, because we can train Niels to actually like bring stuff back to camp for us. So I think we're gonna build up here. We're gonna start off by just telling our people all this stuff that they stole, off the ship. Whoops. It's okay for them to pick that up and use that for whatever they need to. I'm pretty sure I saw some other things on the ground, some food up there. We'll say that they can go get that if they need to. And in fact, I would like for them to do so at some point, but there's no rush. And then we're going to start building. So we're going to start by laying out plans for just a small area here. I don't want them to build over this like crop area. We're going to use this to sustain life. But we'll go like right here maybe. Perfect. So that's where we're going to end up building things. We're going to start with wood, but because wood is flammable, and so is steel, which is interesting, but because wood is flammable, I don't necessarily want to build my whole structure out of wood. So we'll build inside this area first, and then once we're done and we're a little safer and we've started making some blocks, we will build on the outside on our plans, and then we'll get rid of all this wood on the inside. First thing for real that we want to do, though, is tell everyone what their jobs are going to be. So I'm going to set everyone to firefight. That's their first priority. If they see a fire, please go take care of that. I do want people to be backing up the plant cut. So if they're not doing anything, they can be cutting plants. I would like my 2 constructory people to be doing that. I don't know why you defaulted to that, but that's okay. We don't need to clean when we start. We also don't need to research when we start. We do want to do a little bit of hauling, and that should be a good start for us. Early game cozy, late game stressful. So it just kind of depends. It can all be stressful. Or it can, I mean, if you roll with the punches, it'll be fine, right? So let's put down a little growing zone. We're going to just plant some rice here, all in the good soil. This is actually probably a little bit bigger than we need it to be, but that'll be all right. And did we see any furniture nearby? We have a table that's actually not too far away, so we'll snag that. We'll just say, you know what, we're gonna take this table back home. I have not fought the new mech bosses. I did the Mechanitor start, but I've honestly been playing more with the the vampires, you know what I mean? And I've done a lot with having kids in colonies too. I've been having a lot of fun with that. So we're just gonna have these guys whip through some processes here, like I said, this is a colony sim, so we don't necessarily need to direct every single action of theirs. Instead, we just kind of queue up some stuff we want them to do, and then they will take care of that for us. If you do snag this game at some point, or if you ever start playing it, I find that you get more attached to your little colonists if you don't play on like speed 3, the fastest speed. Like, I tend to enjoy my time with my little dudes more if I am... Ooh, that's not very good. That's not very good either. Oh, there we go. We could try that. Anyway, I tend to have more fun with my little guys if I can kind of slow down and get a feel for them and kind of develop a story a little bit. But we need to rush, so... Well, we don't need to. I just want to. So we're going to make a little drop zone here. This way people will start grabbing all the stuff that they came out of the shuttle with. I don't want people necessarily just chilling yet. We still have some work to do. And we especially want to get some chairs down so people don't complain about having to eat without a table. So it's the worst thing that could happen to you in this game. People get really upset about it. I did forget to equip gear right away, so let's go ahead and do that too. We decided, I think, that Error is going to have to be our melee person. So, Error, I know you're meditating, but let's give you a flak vest, a knife, a helmet, some pants. And then I believe you two, Marie and Paper Flare, were at roughly the same level. Doesn't really matter. So, Marie is going to get the... Wait, actually, what's your animals? 4. Yours is 1. Yeah, Marie is going to get the bolt-action rifle. Paper Flare is already hauling this, so go ahead and equip that revolver. Mech start is really slow because of Recluse. Yeah, I know that, like, so if you want mechs, you don't necessarily have to do the mech start either. So if we wanted to at a certain point, or maybe that... Yeah, so blah, 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 blah. Anyway, if we wanted to, at a certain point, we could go knock this thing out, and then we could start getting, like, little mechs to start running around the base and helping us build stuff and helping defend people and all kinds of good stuff. I haven't dealt with that a lot yet because they create a lot of pollution, and there are, like, ways to mitigate that, but I've been having fun just with some of the other builds, so... We're going to give these guys 3 little beds. They're not going to be very happy. I don't really care yet to give them their own rooms. For now, we're just kind of getting set up. And if, you know, we're not going to force anything initially, but if any of them want to pair off, I think Paper Flare... Yeah, Paper Flare and Marie are both women, and Error is a man. So if anybody wants to pair off with Error and get in a relationship, I don't remember what our stance was on sharing a bed before marriage, but it's possible that we could save ourselves some time by not needing 3 different bedrooms. Niels the dog is so cute. Niels is going to be fantastic, and let's actually give Niels a sleeping spot so he doesn't just sleep wherever. Not that it's much better to sleep on the ground over here than it is over there, but Niels is going to be our hero once we get the training up and ready. So we have a tiny little setup here, right? But I was kind of saying, like, I don't want to live in a wood house for very long. That can be really dangerous. What we would prefer to do is find some blocks, like these limestone blocks. Oh, we got some more steel. And work on getting some of that back to our base. Thing with that is, it doesn't look like... This would be a decent source of limestone. There's also a bunch of tables down here. This is kind of far, though. So I think what we might do... Oh, here we go. This looks good. All right, perfect. So what we're going to do is we're just going to break down all of this stuff, and then we'll use that to rebuild our base a little bit larger, and we'll start to split things out into different rooms at that point. Other things that we need to do are secure, like, a food supply. Whoops. We're growing some rice, which will be helpful. We should also probably tame some alpaca since they're our venerated animal, but we might wait on that. But we need to get a little bit of a food supply going. We have a whole bunch of, like, packaged food, which is really helpful and really nice to have. But we are going to want to be able to, like, make some of our own food at a certain point. That'll be pretty important, obviously. All right, thanks. Very cool. That means that probably had a roof, though, right? Can we get rid of the roof if there is one? No, must not have been. All right, well, whatever. So it's cool that we start with some food, right? But we are going to need to get to a point where we're kind of self-sufficient. So while we can just eat berries off the ground, or we can eat our packaged meals, we're going to start producing food as quickly as we can here, just by harvesting some stuff. That'll get cooked down. and then we'll be able to become just slightly self-sufficient while the rice is growing here. Oh, and Maria's already teaching Husky Niels. There we go. Once we get up to that 7 out of 7 hauling, that'll be really nice. It's basically just having a dedicated colonist to just do hauling, which is really, really handy. They're starting to bring back some of our slate, so I think what we will maybe do here is throw down some slate walls on the one side over there. Yeah, teach me. I don't expect us to run into any trouble this early in the game, but the thing is, with wood, and especially if you put wood floors down, if a fire does start, you basically have to give up everything that's inside that room, because if you try to go in there, it can get up into like the several hundred degrees Fahrenheit range, and people will just like pass out trying to put the fires out, and that doesn't help anybody. So we are not going to be building out of wood very frequently. Other than structures like this, like beds, that's fine. Oh, we got a poor bed. That sucks. Niels is already up to training 2 on Hall. Love to see it. Very good, very good. And you guys are just breaking stuff down again? Okay. Sort of makes me think of Don't Starve with a bunch of little people. Yeah, kind of. It's definitely built around more of a group, and you can have a fairly substantially sized group as well. So welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. This is, like I said earlier, the coziest game in my Steam library, and probably for many of you that's true as well. Solar Flare, we don't care at all about that. So they're going to keep working on that. Is this all steel? This is all steel. This will be nice to have later. That's slate. We'll take that out of the floor. We got a raid already. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. The only reason this game isn't cozy. So this guy's high on go juice, which is really cool. That means that he's going to be a little bit stronger than he needs to be. Steadfast, ugly, incapable of dumb labor and cleaning. So not... That's kind of funny. Incapable of hauling and cleaning, but extra incapable of cleaning. This could be a rough little first tangle because I didn't put down any kind of security. So let's just kind of pull back a little bit, get everybody in one place together. Error is our melee specialist. Are you trying to start fires, or what are you trying to do? And we'll try and take a couple shots here, and then we'll... Oh, it looks like he is just gonna go straight. There we go. We'll get him stuck there. I don't have anybody that I can put right behind Error because I foolishly put Error with his back against bricks, so that wasn't the best plan in the world. So this person's just dead, which kind of stinks because I could have taken their gear. Not that it's good. I mean, it's truly awful, actually. But we're just going to throw them up in the river over here in the shallow water. That'll help them decompose a little bit quicker. We'll just set this to be storage for the corpses of humans only. And I'm going to go ahead while I'm over here and just make another little one for the corpses of rotten animals, because we possibly will get attacked. That probably didn't matter. Possibly will get attacked at some point by animals with like rabies, essentially. So we'll have somebody drag him over there. You guys are all good. I don't remember who our doctor was. How is this game cozy to you? I don't know. You are our doctor. That probably was not a good call to have our doctor be our melee person, to be honest. But you know what? We'll make it work. I need you to tend to yourself. Go grab some medicine. Was he a hussar? I don't think so. I think he was a waster, yeah. I don't know why he had go juice. We're not playing on a hard difficulty or anything, so... Anyway, so there's our first fight. Error's a little beat up. We got a bruise on the torso, the left leg, the right leg, and his left femur is cracked. So he should probably be taking it easy, but Error doesn't know how to take it easy, so... Still working on some of this slate down here. Again, we're just going to use this to build our first tiny little hut. Our safety cube, as I would call it, if we were playing something else. Can't remember what the safety cube is from. I feel like that's from Ark. But anyway. Let's go ahead and queue up a little bit more area revealed. Yeah, that's cool. Let's queue up a little bit more in the way of harvesting of berries. If I have anything that's close to home that's harvestable. That one will be good. That'll be good as well. And then this should give us a pretty good starting... Oh my gosh, how is this? Okay, perfect. Error is a minor break risk, so Error should probably go eat something. Wow, Shade was your rival, okay. So they kind of don't really like living here, which is why we're rushing a little bit. Like, not crazy, but we're rushing a little bit to try and get them set up in basically like their own little rooms. And that's what we want all this slate for. Oh, this is going to be a pain in the butt, actually. I don't know which side I should do that from, but that'll work. They can definitely build themselves into a wall, and it's really, really frustrating. So we're going to have to do this kind of slow or dig out this wall. Or I could have just built back one tile further, I guess. I should probably just go ahead and do that now, but I'm too stubborn, so I'm not gonna. So they want some recreation. We'll go ahead and give them a little horseshoe pin, so this way, at the end of the day, when they're done with all of their work, they can just sit down and throw some horseshoes and get a little bit of their recreation fulfilled. We're actually going to go ahead and just set them to have a time to do that. I find that it's kind of nice to give them some time, not right before bed, but a couple hours before. It kind of forces them to talk to each other if there's only a couple of things they can do to socialize. Speaking of, let's turn that on. And they can build relationships that way. And like I said, oh, we just saw somebody. Paper Flare tried to woo Error by comparing him to a glimmering expanse. Error did not respond. That is so sad. It would be pretty handy for us if we could get some people to fall in love so that we could basically save a bedroom. Very romantic. And one more, and then we'll start down this other side. We'll put a steel door out front instead of wood. Oh, so sad, so sad. Paper Flare does not have game, apparently. True, 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 true. Okay, perfect. There we go. And we'll do this as well. It's kind of like the personal finance simulation I had to do 2 years ago. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Paper Flare might need to move into here. I don't even know, like... Oh, there might be some actual mountain over there. So once we have this done, we'll bust out the inside of here. And in fact, I could probably start doing that already, but let's just go ahead and round this out. We'll put a steel door there. We'll do slate all the way across. And I wonder if we can hunt down any more berries around here. There we go. This is good. Got a mad raccoon. To arms. Let's go. Want you here. That'll work for now. All right. Where is our raccoon? Oh, it's over here. Okay. We really don't want that thing to take a bite out of Niels. Just throw Error in the way. All right, nobody even got hurt this time. Fabulous. Fantastic. That would have been sacrilege in our last colony where the raccoons were our venerated animal. And let's go ahead and start tearing down some of this wall too. This is what I'm talking about. So they're kind of like forced to spend time together, which I find can be kind of good. Like they'll fill up their recreation need just randomly throughout the day if they have a place to do that, right? But if you schedule them all to do it at the same time, they'll kind of become friends a little faster, I've noticed. In my experience, at least. Usually, member for 3 months. Welcome back. Thank you for continuing your membership. I really appreciate it. All right, so they're just resting. Our rice is coming along really well. That is super de-duper. We're going to have to go ahead and get some power started here soon. And I think I gave us just barely not enough space for a turbine here. I guess we could pop one right over here. That'd be actually just fine. Do like right there. Okay. We'll be able to do that. Wind turbines are great. They're not necessarily like a permanent source of power because the wind doesn't always blow, but you can kind of store it up with batteries at a certain point. We don't have that tech yet, so we'll have to research that if we want to be able to store anything for when the wind is not blowing. I was hoping that we would have like a geyser right next to us so that we have a constant source of power. Geysers are worth a ton. It is kind of sad that Niels is eating our packaged survival meals instead of just eating the berries, but we could probably change that by adjusting where Niels is allowed. But you know what, Niels? Like, you're a trooper, so... Dang it, I built a wooden door there instead of steel. So we're just going to have him go ahead and blow out all of the old wood that we were using in here, and we'll replace it. We got slate down. We're going to put in a steel door. That is still flammable, by the way. But it opens and... Oh my god, guys. It opens and closes quickly enough for my purposes, and we can handle it. It'll be fine. So that's looking good. Let's kind of move things around in here. We want to make sure that everybody has their own rooms. We don't have any lovers yet, although we could try and see if we can kind of force the issue, I guess. Let's see, error 6.1 with Marie, or 16 with Paper Flare. Ooh, 0.45, 0.45. Okay, let's give it a shot. Error is already in a relationship? With who? Ludmilla Harris. The Shattered Empire? Bro, I don't care. Alright, let's give it a shot. That person is not going to join us. Oh, and Error strikes out as well. Okay, let's see. Since it looks like you'll be here for a while, Error thinks that you should give your faction a name. What should your faction be called? Let's call our faction... I don't know. I would take any suggestions, but we're going to name our settlement... we'll name it after the Discord server. It'll be the Lipa Lounge, but we need a name for our faction. So if you guys have any thoughts on that, I would appreciate them. I just got a text. 1 second. Oh, never mind. Nothing big. Otherwise, you know what? We can just randomize this too. We could be leaping alpacas. I mean, Alpacatopia. Thanks, Crumply. The Leapalings. So we are our venerated animal for this run. Like, the animal that we truly, truly love is the alpacas. I like leaping alpacas because it kind of incorporates both. Leaping alpacas. That'll work. So our faction is the Leaping Alpacas. This is the Lipa Lounge. Very good. Very good. Couple things that I want to get down here. I would like to get a butcher table, and it's outside. It's going to have a bonus to its speed, but I am okay with that. I also want to get a stone cutter table down. This is going to let us, like, chop up this raccoon and turn it into food. And then this is going to let us take these chunks and turn them into, like, usable blocks. And that's going to be very important, because it's either that or we build with wood. So we're going to basically say anytime that we have an animal that is allowed that is dead, just go ahead and turn it into food. We have 38 blocks of slate here. I do have some slate nearby, so we're going to actually go ahead and queue up making some slate blocks. We'll just say do this forever. And go ahead and just drop them on the floor when you're done. We'll kind of have to micromanage that a little bit. Otherwise, we're just going to get way too much slate. But we are going to need a fair amount to get started. So we went 13 by 13, I believe, right? Yep, okay. So we need to go in 7 and across. And let's do... How do I want to do this? I could have external doors. That would be fine. Maybe I'll do something like this, though. Just give everybody roughly the same size room. It's like an abomination of a house, but you know what? I think everybody will be happy having about the same size room. No way, I've been watching my husband play this. It's a great game. It's a good time. And I kind of ruined our storage zone by splitting things up, but that's all right. We'll end up moving a bunch of stuff around. We'll put a few shelves in here, and we can actually just queue those up right away. Let's go ahead and link these, and we're going to tell them, you know what, we don't want any food in these because we're going to have a kitchen eventually. These can be basically anything else. So the Leaping Alpaca's home is starting to come together just a tiny bit, but soon we're going to need to get some power. We're going to need to get some lights, some research going so that we can kind of figure out what our place in the world is. And also, everybody just needs their own room. Honestly, once you get to that point and everybody has like a place to live, they're a little bit happier. And let's go ahead and make a small like stockpile out here in the back. So the reason I brought everything inside, right? So we're storing everything inside the house, even though it's really ugly. The reason that I want to do that is because a bunch of stuff is going to just decompose over time if you leave it outside. We do have some stuff that won't decompose though, like our gold, our silver, our steel. We can just throw that outside. It doesn't need to be taking up space. And everybody will be a little bit happier not having to deal with it. Let's go ahead and put one more of these down, and we're going to put meals in this one specifically. So they'll kind of like clean things up and move things around for us. Maria's still training meals. If we can get that up, that'll be nice. 3 out of 7, we're getting there. Thanks to a high mood, Paper Flare has experienced an inspiration. The next item, art, or furniture she creates will be 2 quality levels higher than it would otherwise be. This even allows the creation of legendary items. Paper Flare, I need you, if that is the case, to go ahead and build a double bed up here for yourself. Congratulations. So we have an excellent bed now. And the reason I wanted to use that right away is that's just going to give a comfort modifier. It's going to make the room more beautiful eventually. We'll have better rest effectiveness, all kinds of stuff. I could have saved that and made like a bow or something, but I'm happy with a nice bed. While I hear that noise, let's go ahead and take a look around. There are a ton of animals on the map. Nothing is hurt right now. We're not really in the space to be doing a ton of hunting quite yet. We will be very, very soon. Randy Random, true. Okay. I'm pretty sure I told you to just drop that on the ground. I guess you were just out of work to do. So we have some nice little rooms here. We're throwing food on the ground. I guess that's because I don't have a shelf for that, but that makes sense. Okay. All right. Everybody's pretty much set at this point. So let's go ahead and see if we cannot get ourselves a couple of our venerated animals here. Let's try and get a male and a female. Actually, weren't there some like really close to me? What is going on with this wall placement? That is a good question. I want them all to have roughly the same size room. These are all going to turn into bedrooms. So, what do we have? Oh, this hasn't been filled in yet. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it'll work. It'll work. It's not beautiful by any means, but it'll do for now. All right, cool. So we have our first alpaca. And we don't have a pen for it yet, but that's okay because I have like a hitching post that I just put in here. And now this alpaca will just kind of wander around for a little while we get ourselves figured out. The thing with our alpaca is that they're our venerated animal, so we don't want to be slaughtering them, right? We don't want to be in a position where we're killing them for food, which means we probably don't want to have... Actually, we don't want to have a male and a female. We would be better off just getting the same gender so they don't reproduce, so I don't have to worry about, like, slaughtering them. And, you know what? We don't need that many. Let's just get one more. Oh, whoops. This is paper flares. You built it. You can have it. And, Error, why don't we go ahead and move you... over to this room, and then you can actually sleep in there as well. You're bonded to someone, right? Oh, you're bonded to Paper Flare. Okay. Perfect. Marie with the completely unnecessary additional bed in her room. You could sterilize them? That's fair. We could avoid that problem altogether by just not having the boys and the girls together, I think. Unless we get some Jurassic Park stuff going on in here. Need some warm clothes. I'm going to say we probably aren't going to be too focused on that quite yet. So let's go ahead and hold off on this for now. I am going to build a... Should we build it out of slate? We could just build it out of wood for now. Actually, I have a ton of slate just sitting on the ground, so let's go ahead and go out to about yay. We'll throw in a wooden fence gate for now. We might change that later. And this will be our pen for our venerated animal, the alpaca. Actually, I bet I should probably just do this. Go ahead and get rid of all of that. So I'm just queuing them up to build a little place for our animals to live. The fences will basically stop like wild animals from targeting them. They might randomly wander in there, which can be kind of frustrating, and we might have to put them down at that point. But they won't see them and be like, oh, that's food, I need to go kill it. So that'll help with that a little bit. Which one of these is better? Oh, this one is actually bad. Okay, perfect. So let's just go ahead and reinstall that. We got some friends here. The niece of Colonist Error is here. And these people have some items to trade as well. So who is our social person? Marie. Okay. Let's see what they have. I'm going to guess we don't buy anything here, but it's possible. I mean, we could dump our gold. They actually have components. That is... I'm just going to go ahead and buy those, to be honest. I don't necessarily, like, need them, but I want them. I'm going to get rid of our gold, too. There is, like, a use for gold. We could use our gold for stuff, but I don't really care right now, I guess, is the short answer to that. Let's get these out of here. Oh, I was on the wrong row. And let's just kind of clear things out. So we're just going to set it up so they're going to come in here, cut down everything that the alpaca can't eat, get it out of the way, make more room for growth. There we go. So we're already kind of running out of room here, which is a bummer, but it is what it is. I think what we will do is expand a little bit. You know what? Before we even do that, let's get... How do I want to do power to start here? We could do wind. I could just do wood-fired. Actually, did I suspend this? Can I just try and do the right thing? Let's instead, what we're going to do is we're going to set up like a rec room, kitchen, dining area, and I'll put my research in there. And it'll be right off of the garden. And we'll attach a power generator to that tomorrow. Well, probably not tomorrow, but in the near future. And what we'll do is use that for like kind of our base to start with. This will be where people sleep, but to do pretty much anything else, they'll be going to like the kitchen, rec room, dining room area. I think we'll just do that south here. So let's see. We'll give ourselves a little bit of room to maneuver. Let's start here. Let's pop a door over there. And let's come in, let's say right about here. Since we're going to be using this for a lot of stuff, this is going to be like our dining area, right? But we're also going to have a couple of other little rooms in here. Oops. And we'll turn this into like a giant freezer, essentially. Does this have overhead? This doesn't even have like normal rock roof, thin rock roof. I have a feeling our undergrounder is going to be quite unhappy. We could maybe take them all the way up here, but I think we might just have to kind of try to mitigate it. We're probably gonna have some problems with that, to be honest. Let's go ahead and queue up a cut plants underneath the foundation of this building. Cope. True, true, true. Okay. So they'll get started on this. Are you not our crafter too? You are our crafter and our constructor. Is anyone else queued for crafting? No. Interesting. You're not a constructor. Let's go ahead and tell you that you can craft before you haul. You haul. Ha ha ha. That way we'll have somebody that should be working on making more slate chunks for us, or more slate bricks for us. Yeah, Air's gonna get rid of some of the trees here first, though. You know what? Actually, let's just go ahead and get rid of everything. I also need to get this garbage out of the way. We have 2 alpaca now. This is a good enough size pen for both of them, right? Yeah, no problem at all. So we'll keep these guys around. For 1, they're our venerated animal. We love them. But for 2, now I can get 2 more names. So if you've already typed Cozy in chat, you don't need to do it again. But if you haven't, now's your chance. Just throw it in, and I'll pull another name twice here for a couple alpaca. What do we got? We have I eat yellow snow. Beautiful. All right, alpaca 1. I don't know if that'll all fit. Yeah, we're just gonna have to go with yellow snow. Beautiful. And our second one is honey puddles. I can even get the 0 in there. Welcome, welcome. We will do our absolute best not to let you die, because that would make everyone in our colony very, very upset. Also, we love you, but more importantly, it would really affect the mood. Name it Snowy or something? No, that's lame. We like yellow snow for a name. Ooh, I forgot to put in doors. We got to do doors before I get too distracted here. Structures, steel doors. Let's go ahead. Do one there, and one there. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll put one right there. Fantastic. Colony has been good so far. It has been a good one. Welcome in, Danny. We're also gonna pop a little tiny, like, exterior room. We'll wait until we get a little bit closer. Flattered that I got to be one of the alpaca. They're good noodles. So once we get a little closer, like I said, I'll put another little room here. And what we'll do is we'll put a tiny little, like, furnace room. We'll keep that all topped off with wood, which we have a ton of right now, by the way. Excuse me, sorry. We'll need that to basically keep everything running. Error truly has an awful room. We're just throwing stacks of wood in Error's room, and you're, like, tripping over them as you go to bed. Eventually, we'll floor this all. I'll probably end up doing marble. I love having marble on my starting map. It makes things just really, really pretty everywhere. The people love it. But that might be a minute. First, we got to actually get everything built up. And I think we're probably going to want to harvest a little bit more in the way of berries. That'll just help us out with our food. We're actually doing quite well because of our rice harvest. We don't have a ton of raw rice left. We've been using it probably to train, but also we've been making meals out of it. Your training is at 7 of 7. That's awesome. Okay, so from now on, we'll see Niels just kind of randomly running around the map and hauling things when we've marked them to be moved. So, like, he might see these marble chunks. What do we got here? You might see these marble chunks with, like, this little arrow on them and say, like, oh, I should move that, and he'll take it up here. You can't really tell him to do anything because he's a dog, but he can randomly do it. She, I guess. Niels is a female husky, so. So I think we're just going to kind of play this game and kind of take it as it comes. So here we have a quest. And Antonina Melodus, a praetor of the Shattered Empire, is calling from nearby. Her guards were killed in an ambush. She escaped, but is now being followed by a man-hunting guinea pig. Antonina wants you to keep her safe at Lipa Lounge for a few hours until her shuttle can come pick her up. She will bestow 8 honor on whoever accepts this quest. This is enough honor to receive the royal title of yeoman and all benefits that come with it, including the first level of psychic powers. So, we will absolutely kill one man-hunting guinea pig for Antonina. And I think Marie is our social person, so we'll go ahead, unless anybody, let's see, so you're nimble, neurotic, quick sleeper, height. Oh, psychically sensitive. Okay, so Paper Flare is actually going to take this. A little suboptimal probably, but you know what? We'll do it. So Paper Flare has accepted the quest. Let's get everybody into position. So this person is going to show up on our map. We'll have her run down here. We don't have any defenses. Oh, really? Huh, okay. 69 mega. I'll have to update my list. So now the man-hunting guinea pig, which was following, has arrived. This thing is truly a terror. It does have Scaria, a disease which causes the affected creatures to enter berserk rages. If not treated, it kills in about 5 days after infection. So, pretty gnarly. You do not want to catch that. And we just got an eclipse, which doesn't matter. We don't use any solar power, so. Can you, like, go... Word of love. Speak about someone's romantic virtues. Connect 2 people. Okay, cool. We'll actually go ahead and do this. Let's see. Who was friends here? Who was friends? Error is the closest. Yeah, Error is the closest with Paper Flare. So let's go ahead and kind of mess things up a little bit. While you guys are fighting, by the way, I just wanted you to know, Error looks super handsome there. All right, cool, we got it. And that's it. That was all it took. Now we are going to be finishing up our quest in a little bit. What are you doing? No, don't do that. Just go back home. Can you kind of just stay around here for a little while? There we go. Okay. So we're going to send Antonina back. We've saved her life. Off she goes. We've completed the quest. And Paper Flare has received the title of Freeholder from the Shattered Empire. So that means we'll be able to build... we could turn our like living dining area into like a little throne room. And Paper Flare is going to be able to get some psychic powers, which will be pretty fun. We have a 3% chance of romance there, but 100% if we go from Error to Paper Flare. So we'll definitely be doing that. Another great thing is Paper Flare already has a big bed, and Error is living in a closet storeroom. So let's go ahead and load that up. New lovers. Error wooed Paper Flare by implying good things about his own clothes. Paper Flare became aroused and agreed to become Error's lover. Error and Ludmilla are no longer in a relationship. And I must have this forbidden by ideology, so they will not be sharing a bedroom, actually. That is a bummer. I probably should have adjusted that. It would be a lot more convenient if that were not the case. So we'll have to wait until they get married to do that. To my knowledge... And correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know of a way to speed up a proposal in-game. So we might just have to be patient on that one, unfortunately. So they'll go ahead and roof that in a little bit. Sounds like they're on recreation time, though, now. Yep. So they're just chilling. Oh, no, I don't want that. I thought I had done that already. We want to go ahead and remove roof areas from there. That's going to be like our exhaust vents when we eventually get like coolers in here. They need somewhere to send the hot air. We'll just pump it up instead of out. Make sure they spend recreation time near each other. No problem there. We don't have a lot in the way of recreation. And what we do have is all going to be in here once I get this area done, so that works just fine for me. So we have our first romantic relationship. Very fun. We got a psychic drone for female. That is not very cool. That means Paper Flare and Marie are both going to be a little bit testy for a little while. You can take a look at this, actually. Some distant engine of hatred is stirring. It is projecting a psychic drone onto this site through an orbital amplifier tuned to only affect females. For a few days, some people's mood will be quite a bit worse. Bummer. How are you guys doing? 19% wool growth. This will be another nice thing is that we'll have a constant, like, source of... like clothing material. I mean, we'll probably start growing wool at some point, or cloth at some point as well, but somebody will be able to just pop over and shear the little alpaca at some point, and we can make clothing from the wool of our venerated animal, and I think that'll just be really nice. Is he hauling? Is she hauling, Niels? There she goes! That's why I love having hauling animals around. All right, so this is pretty good. We're going to go ahead and suspend this, and we're going to say, you know what? Can you make some marble blocks forever now? This is going to be what we make our floors out of everywhere, and this is going to increase the wealth of our colony, which is kind of a bad thing. Like, the more money we make, the more likely we are to be attacked. Or not necessarily more likely, but the more dangerous those attacks are going to be. But it's fine. We're kind of just messing around. So let's go ahead and make some marble for forever and just drop it on the ground. And you know what? We'll just start with this. And let's plant some hay, actually. I'm Gonna get some hay growing just on the side over here. Okay, I guess I canceled that. Very cool, very cool. So we're just gonna start growing a little bit of hay grass over here, and what I'm gonna use this for is actually we're gonna floor an eventual barn for these guys, but I'm also gonna use it in a couple of other rooms for a little while because hay stops the ground from getting like dirty, and that's really important in your kitchen of all places. And normally you would want to have like a better tile than that, but it'll probably be a little while before we have a better tile than that. So until then, we'll be just kind of messing around. We'll drop some hay in our kitchen. We'll drop some hay in our butcher room. It'll be a great time. Oh, and I was gonna build a little little closet back here. We want to make sure we do not make this door out of steel. I'm gonna go ahead and make that door out of slate. You change your ideology if you get to 10 development points to allow the sharing of bed before marriage. That's true. That's true. We should maybe focus on doing a little bit of ideology stuff. What do we have right now? That's a light ball. Well, I really can't do much, huh? 13th of December. 14th of April, May. So the next chance we'll have is going to be the Sky Lantern Festival. Okay. Are you not ready? You are ready. Okay. And we're just going to go ahead and pop a little generator in here. We're going to need power for a few things. Notably, like, we're doing fine right now, right? Like, this isn't super important that we get a cooler right away. We don't have the amount of food necessary to, like, really justify it, but I do like to do at least a little bit of future-proofing. You don't want to get, like, too far ahead of yourself, because then you'll start building things you don't need, and it can be kind of hard to maintain upkeep on them. But we also don't want to wait until the absolute last second to get things done. So that's my philosophy, at least. I mean, we have components, so I'm not sure why they are not concerned with putting this together. Let's go ahead and just force the issue. And then we're going to change this area, and we'll get... Sorry, we'll get, like, shelves and stuff in here at some point. That was incredibly difficult for me for some reason, but we'll end up getting shelves in here at some point, but we're going to turn this into, like, our freezer. We'll just keep it at a temperature so that... We got another inspired creativity for Paper Flare, and also you got the flu, so a little up and down. Turn that into a bed. Why don't you get some rest? And then we'll have Error is our doctor. We'll have Error tend to you immediately because we do not want to lose a colonist this early from the flu. We have a very dirty bedroom, so that's not an ideal place. We actually should maybe try and wrap up this room and move the medical bed into here. But you're one of our builders, so that's not going to work very well. SilverRose, thanks for coming back for month number 9. That's truly wild. Thank you so much. Alpaca have the zoomies. They're good boys. Let's get these marble chunks moved. Get those out of the way of our path. And let's see. I could maybe... What might be kind of nice is to bring some power into this main area and set up some lighting. That'll help us construct a little bit more quickly. Do you need some food? We got a self-tamed rat. Should we keep the rat? Should we keep the rat? Let's, you know what? Let's just do this. Let's just do this. Can I make a poll for this? Got a poll. Rat? We want to keep the rat or should we kill the rat? The rat is just going to wander around, generally be a nuisance. Oh my god, you guys love the rat. All right, how are you doing? Are you not amazing, to be honest? Absolutely need a rat. 82% yes. Okay, we'll keep the rat. Let's give all of these animals a little place to sleep, including the rat. We'll get a name for the rat in just a second, but I want to tell it that it sleeps out here. I vote rat no. I think you got outnumbered. Inspired recruitment, Marie. Thanks to high mood, Marie has experienced an inspiration. She will successfully recruit the next prisoner, regardless of difficulty or resistance. That's pretty cool. Look at that. So it just wanders around making a mess. So we're going to tell this rat, you know what? You need to go be friends with the alpaca. Like, they need you. They need you to stay in this very specific area. Thank you. Okay. Will you teach your eventual turtles to be awesome ninjas? It's possible. So if you haven't yet and you want a chance to become a rat in this gameplay, go ahead and put Cozy in there. The rat is the alpaca's ESA. That's awesome. I love it. Can we prioritize actually the power and not the floor? Like, I need some light in here. I'm not sure why we think this is more important. How did you just botch that? Yeah, keep working on the power. We really need that a lot more right now. Alpaca rats. Okay, let's go ahead and pause. Let's get that name. So let's see. This is going to be Wilwin, do you not want to be a rat? No. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. You don't have to be a rat. We won't force anyone to be a rat in this house. I might force you to be a rat. I haven't decided. I'm going to give it a second to think about it. Is there a reason nobody has refueled this? Well, you probably shouldn't be doing it since you're, like, dying, but... Alright. Let's go ahead and, I was like, what if I became the rat? Let's re-roll that. Let's re-roll that. Muesli. If I don't hear any complaint, we have our rat. We'll give it a little bit of time. So we got another quest here. We got sad nomads. 3 desperate refugees, including a child, are approaching. Their leader... Oh, I gotta pause for a second. 1 second. I just accidentally opened up DaVinci. Okay, Yep, that's cool. Their leader is called Trev. All right, Trev. They say their caravan was ambushed and everything was taken. Trev begs you for permission to stay at Lipa Lounge for 16 days so they can rest and regroup. In return, they offer to work and fight for free during that time. If you make them happy, some of them may offer to join you. They may also reward you later for helping them, but there is no way to know their true intentions. These refugees are not part of any faction. If you wish, you can choose to kill, arrest, sell, or harvest them without diplomatic consequences. We're going to go ahead and let this one sit for a couple of days. I probably will take it, but we have a colonist down with the flu right now, and this quest can be a trap, and I won't know right away, so. I haven't heard anything from Muesli, so Muesli is going to be our rat. Training. Muesli the rat. You're very lucky, young rat, that the people here wanted you more than I did. Because I would have just let that rat die, to be honest. Chopped it up and turned it into food, but apparently we're not doing that this time, so that's okay. Oh, I probably need to feed you, huh? Because you're not going to be able to just eat. Oh, you are full. Let's see. Oh, it's just right here. Vegetables. You can eat seeds. Live plants. Okay, cool. Very fortunate the rat is not going to be a drain on our resources after all. This dining room is gross. And how are you doing? You're doing actually very well. So our doctor is doing a great job. We're almost done with this area, and then we'll clean that up and start moving some of the stuff into here. I want them to be like eating and stuff down here. Can you train me to be an attack dog? We can. So we'll work toward that. We'll do rescue first. That way if somebody gets downed, the dog, Niels will run back with them and try and like bring them to safety. It's kind of cool to have an attack dog, but they kind of like, I don't want it to be in a lot of danger, you know? All right, how is this coming? So probably 1 or 2 more rounds of medicine and we'll be done there. Okay, sorry. Cool. So, almost done with the dining room. When we're done, we'll move this stuff down there. We might even move our storage down there, although it kind of fits nicely here. We'll also, let's go ahead and queue up. Oh, I hate that. Queue up a few shelves here. We'll link these up so they're all the same. We're going to go ahead and put any kind of food on these, but we don't want to have any kind of fertilized eggs. And we'll also just move this one. We'll wait until we move the table for that, though. I don't want them to feel like the food is too far away. Error, your room is just awful. I am so sorry. We got... Now Error has the flu. So that's kind of what you don't want to see. Yeah, we're doing okay. That's a good point, though. We could set somebody primarily, or like their very first thing. Look at this. Now they share the bed, but only because they're sick. Anyway. This is pretty good. Error's going to probably be out of commission for a little while, but Error was, I think, kind of just, at this point, cutting up blocks, and we just finished with the flooring in here anyway. Pristine for now. Now it's dirty again. Cool. So this is going to be our new area. We have a masterwork wooden shelf. Did Marie have a creativity? No. All right, Marie just really likes making shelves, I guess. Get some social time in here. And we're going to hit immunity with that flu momentarily. This one is progressing okay. Let's go ahead and reinstall the hospital bed. This is kind of awkward, but we're going to put it in the kitchen or in the dining room. This is just like a cleaner, better lit area. It's going to be better for applying medicine, which we're going to throw another shelf in here. I love shelves. This update with shelves is just amazing. Do medicine. This is going to be a critical importance that we always have medicine in there. We got to actually make this a medical bed. Sorry, Error. And you can go rest in there. We'll give this bed temporarily to Paper Flare. But actually, let's put it in the room where there's not a whole bunch of junk on the ground. They were kind of useless before, but now they're so good. Yeah, I don't think I ever used a shelf before this update. Yeah, so like that tending is not amazing, and that's because Air is like our primary doctor. One thing that we could do though is, so do I have a backup social person? Oh no, Marie is our social person, so we can actually go for a role change here and set Marie to be like our cleric. And what that'll do is give her the opportunity to do a bunch of things like once every 2 or 3 days. And one of those is to preach health, which increases the rate at which somebody like gains immunity. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm really hopeful that I clicked on the right one and not the leader, but I guess we'll find out in a minute. If I didn't, that is going to be kind of annoying. I did, okay. So we'll give Air a little buff to like immunity gain there. For the next day, we'll see immunity gain speed increasing by 25%. So pretty likely that we'll overcome this flu at this point. With that said, let's go ahead and start moving some stuff into the like rec room. Put one there. Put one here. Butcher table, I will just throw over there. Wooden stone cutters table is gonna go right here. I like to like make a little bit of, I double dip a little bit with like my seating. So we'll be able to use this seating to like sit here and eat at the table, but somebody also could just like spin around and from that same chair do something else. So I like to give them that opportunity. Now that this is in here, though, we're going to go ahead and say, instead of just dropping this on the floor, go ahead and take this to the best stockpile. It'll go all the way up here. It's a bit of a waste of time, to be honest. And actually, I don't know that we need to keep making more blocks at this point. We'll just hold off on that for now. So, roll change, masterwork, flu. Creativity, we need more beds. Kind of not really, but... what we want to do is get some research going. We need to figure out how to make batteries. That's going to be kind of important for us because we don't have a super reliable source of power nearby in like geothermal, which is what I like to use a lot of the time. So we're going to discover how to create batteries here with our research table. I don't know who's set to do that. Marie. Okay. So she'll sit down and work on it. Well, this one's pretty quick. Self 10 might be better. That's possibly true. You're a 4? Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not a huge difference at this point. Okay, so you're not really doing anything at this point. So let's give you something to work on. We have 576 marble. I really let that go for a long time, huh? Okay. Let's marble floor this entire area. I do want to make sure that Marie is not constructing right now, though. That's just a job for Paper Flare. I need some water. I didn't change her hauling priority, so she's just going to fill up all of those, which is fine, I guess. And then go back to... oh, do I vote yes or no for Rat? No, that's over. I'm sorry. Welcome in, by the way. We had a rat randomly join us, and we were trying to decide whether or not to keep it, and I had said I didn't really want it, but now we have a rat, and it is named Muesli. For anybody that's coming in or hasn't been here for very long, if you want a chance at becoming a creature like this rat that joined us randomly, or an alpaca, or even a colonist, if you type cozy at any time in the chat, you'll be entered in to... Oh, we got a fire. Oh, you should go to bed, my friend. I hate zzzt. Anyway, if you type in cozy at any time, you'll be entered in randomly whenever I need to add somebody. You'll have that opportunity. With a Z, though. There you go. Thank you. I suppose I could set it so it would do either. So we're way out ahead of this flu now. Our immunity is growing more quickly than the flu itself is progressing, and it's also just further ahead. So that's pretty good. We're feeling happy about that. Making some good progress with our safety cube over here. Speaking of safety, I should probably put down a couple of traps. We're not going to go too wild to start, but I just want to have a couple of places where, as enemies might be coming around corners and stuff, our people will ignore these, but the enemies will just walk right through them if it's in their path. So we'll go ahead and pop some of those down. Just wood ones for now. We're doing pretty good on wood. See, alpaca's guard rat. True. Yeah, go ahead and put in the floor in the only room where nobody lives. Very cool. Batteries are coming along nicely. Actually, you know what? Can you prioritize these for me real quick? And we're going to have to run some crazy power lines around this place, but it is what it is. Our rice is done, but I'm pretty sure Error is our plant person, and you're pretty hungry. You should grab some food. And I would like for you guys to start moving some of that food down here. When you play on your own, do you like making kill boxes / kill funnels for your colonies? I wouldn't use the word like. I do make like some pretty gnarly little areas that are, I mean, yeah, I make kill boxes. We'll try and make like maybe an area down here at some point if we keep playing this for a while. But I get kind of bored of like just setting up the same layout. And you know what? We're playing with a little bit of risk, a little bit of danger. And that's fun. Hey, Lady Friday. Long time since I was able to catch a stream. To be honest, I haven't really been doing a lot of streaming lately. I kind of haven't had the time or like the energy or mental capacity. So when I have time that I could be streaming, I've been trying to work on videos, but I also just don't want to do that today. So here we are. It is just that time of year. So they did start moving some stuff down there. And you know what else we need to do that I don't think I did? It's too low. We need to set that up for fresh animal corpses. I didn't have that set before, so previously they were just gonna like drop off dead animals up here probably, unless I change this. Yeah, they were. And actually, let's turn that off. But now we should have people dropping things off down in the fridge. So we have a group of wasters, and by that we mean we have one waster with a scratch scar, bad gear. Oh, they're a genie. Okay. Genies are interesting in this game. So they just added different like xenotypes, and a lot of them are pretty intriguing. This person was a coma child. A childhood accident put Yutaka into a coma and then eventually became an escaped convict. Okay. All right, very cool. I think they are the kind of person that you cannot break, though. No, I don't think so. I don't think we're probably going to try and recruit this person. Maybe we will. Creepy breathing is not good. Careful shooter's fine. Wimp and delicate just mean, like, don't put them on the front line, but yeah, it could be all right. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if we actually kill this person accidentally right away or what. But they're going to prepare for a little bit, so we're just going to ignore them to start with. And we should be good to go on the flu here, so cool. Getting a couple early illnesses in the game can be quite frightening. Love the weekday stream. Since I'm in Hawaii, I listen while I'm working. Yeah, that is one of the nice things about weekdays. If people can catch them, it can be pretty nice to just have something going on in the background. All right, so those guys are coming in now. Let's go ahead and just drop you two up here. We'll try and entice him to come around the side and walk through that spike. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. So that's... Oh, no. Muesli has been cut to death. Wow. Yikes. We picked Randy random. Well, that's a bummer. Well, you know what they say. I don't know what they say, but don't waste it, Marie. Go turn Muesli into dinner. I didn't think that they were gonna go right into my pen, but I guess I should have thought about that. Usually when I build like a what do they call this area? A wooden pen. Okay, a pen. Usually when I build a pen, I don't even bother using fences, and now I know that I shouldn't. I mean, it only costs 1 of the material, but like he just hopped right over there and killed our rat. By the way, this is the rat now. We get some F's in chat for Muesli. Sorry, little pal. You are you were the best one. What will happen to the one who killed the rat? Oh, the rat killer guy is definitely dead. And I don't want you that close. Can we go ahead and haul you a little further away? Yeah, we were gonna potentially consider recruiting this guy, but now we're gonna leave his body. His body? Yeah, now we're gonna leave his body in the shallow water to decay next to this desiccated corpse. On the bright side, though, error is almost better. So we have another inspired creativity. I kind of want... Let's see, what can I even make right now? I could make like a hat. I don't really have enough cloth to do anything. Could I make a... Is this light leather? Is this... Yeah, could I make like a cowboy hat? Oh, that's not what I need. Let's see. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know how to search generally, but whatever. Oh, that's not what you like to see. Air's thrown up in the freezer. Thrown up in the walk-in freezer. Make a human leather cowboy hat. I'm gonna go ahead and not do that. We don't have anybody here that would really like to wear human leather. Are you awake? Oh, you are awake. I probably should have done that a while ago, but whatever. Well, I don't really know what else we could be making at this point, so we're just gonna have paper flare, use that inspiration on another bed here. It came out good. Fantastic. That was a complete waste. Oh, they're in the same room now. How nice. That's not exactly what I was shooting for. And where should we store that? I mean, I guess I could just store it along the wall. What do we got? A heat wave for ropes. I think a heat wave would probably kill us right now, to be honest. Eating my meals in there. Buddy. I don't like that. It looks like we're kind of working through a lot of our stuff if they're starting to clean. So let's go ahead and queue up some more little tasks for everybody. We'll get down some power. And one thing that I like to do is I like to build a little like roof over where I end up bringing power lines. And we're just going to connect everything into like one circuit here. The other thing that I want to do is find a place to store some batteries. And is this completely unblocked? It is, which is nice. It's not always the case. We might make a little alcove up here and drop some batteries in there. Or like just one for right now. Yeah, I'll just do like this. So a little unnecessary, but this way we can keep it away from things. And if we do have a battery pop, should we move this? We should move it, not because it's going to block the power, but because I want everybody to be hanging out in here. We're going to put another one probably right there, so that'll work. So now what'll be nice is this will generate power whenever the wind is blowing, which it is right now, but it won't always be. And then it'll feed into this battery that I'm putting up here. Did I queue a battery? And then when the wind is not blowing, we can, you know, use that. Oh, I could have just used this little room. Whoops. And let's go ahead and shrink this zone just slightly so that they don't try to block the door open. And there we go. We got our little hiding spot for batteries. And let's make sure people have like lights in their rooms. Do one right there and one right there. How are we doing on all of our resources? So we're out of steel now. That's fine. People are going to be a little bit more happy, though. Let's get some wood so we can actually start doing some, like, room decorations. Let's go ahead and auto-cut all the trees in here. And we'll just get rid of this whole area. No wood from these. They're all too small. But you know what? That's fine. It'll still clear it out, give more room for the grass to grow. Not that we're having any issues with that right now. I'm going to go ahead and set this so that I didn't want to turn it off. I just wanted to not have people fuel it. Although we could turn it off. Yeah. We'll let it go. We'll let it go. At a certain point, we don't want to have to be like bringing wood over to our power supply all the time. One, because we don't want to be cutting down wood all the time, but also it's just inconvenience. So if we can get enough power generated from this and maybe eventually like solar, And in the long term, you know, we can build out to like these steam geysers, but they're just not super conveniently placed on this map, so. I don't know why I used cut plants instead. I just hate that if you use cut down the tree, right, chop wood, then they leave behind a little stump. But if you use cut plants, they just take it all the way down to nothing, so. All right, so that's looking good. Let's go ahead and give everybody's room a little bit of an upgrade. We're gonna do dressers for everyone. You also, let's go ahead and give you a bigger bed. Oh, marriage is on. Good news. Let's put that one right there. And then we're also gonna give everybody a dresser. And like, that's what I'm talking about, guys. When I say my favorite cozy game on Steam, like, what other games are you playing where you're like sitting down and planning out your little pawn's bedrooms and making sure that they're extra cozy and going in and giving them plant pots? Making sure that they're happy in their little rooms, that they have a nice light source, that they're not too cramped. They're a little cramped. The Sims. That's fair. All right, perfect. So those rooms are all set. Everybody should be pretty happy with all of that. Next on the list, it is perhaps time for us to increase. We can probably fit one more alpaca in here. Oh, grizzly bear's hurting. Like, how hurt? Oh, hey, let's go ahead and snag his kill. This is something that I love to do. Let the bear, like, kill an animal and then just kind of swoop in and take their kill like it was ours the whole time. Oh, you know what we should do? We need more steel, so I actually don't know if I don't remember if I snagged a good miner for us. I would assume the undergrounder probably has solid mining. No. Okay. Error is okay. We don't have a great miner. That's all right. You're not even set to mining, even though you have a passion for it, because you have so many other things you need to be doing all the time. But we are going to need a lot of steel, so let's at least get started here. Reason I'm trying to grab this right now is because we need to make an electric stove. This is going to be a little bit more efficient than what we have been doing, which is just cooking things like on a campfire. Let's just go ahead and bring power all the way through here. I think that's probably not a very good idea. If I understand the mechanics of like the more power lines I have, the more likely I am to have a power problem. But I don't know, it just bugs me personally to see like that it just doesn't cycle around. You know what I mean? So we'll take the suboptimal play here for the role play. We got a mad alpaca. Ooh, and a bunch of steel up here too. Nice. 308. Fantastic. So let's try this again and see if this time we can make use of our trap here, if it's gonna go just around. Wow, that is one smart alpaca. Okay, so we need you to be out front. Yeah, I know, it's bad news. The only other thing we could do, I guess we could just stay inside. No, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Maybe we can down it and not kill it. All right, we downed it without killing it. All right, so we can rescue it. Turn this into a medical spot instead. Who's got animals? You have 3, you have 4. We'll give it to you because you're the doctor. I want you to rescue this alpaca. This is another male one, so that's good. We don't have to worry about anything with that. So we don't have to harm our venerated animal. That's amazing. It's not doing so great. It's a little beat up, but we should be able to save it. It's just lacking a kidney, but that's all right. We'll be fine. Wow, we have done more to save that thing's life than we would for any human. All right, so now we don't need to tame one, I guess. Oh, that was the one I was gonna tame. That's funny. Well, maybe it wasn't, but it is now, I guess. So we saved you. I don't even know if I need to tame you. Like, are you tamed? Animal downed. Do I just release you when we're done? Can you even pretend that you're not one of us now that you live in this pen? Very interesting. All right, well, we need a new name for that one, I guess, once we tame it. Nothing else is too beat up. Cute. Niels just went over and nuzzled Marie. How sweet. Okay, everybody's cleaning, which means we probably need some work for people to do. So let's get working on... I'm thinking maybe we'll go for some solar power since we are currently running on like wood burning and wind. We have one battery up there. I really like to be like fairly streamlined on power and just not have to do anything. So I got some colonists idle. So we got error and paper flare. You are constructors and plant crafting, all that good stuff. Okay. What else do we need right now? I could continue mining. That's true. We could get some more wood. We're actually pretty low on wood. Let's go ahead and do that. Sorry, I can't stay long. Just want to pop in and say hi. Thank you for stopping in. I really appreciate it. Wish you the best. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right. And then I think maybe we'll start up our slate production again as well. But we'll take it to the best stockpile now. And I just want to make sure we have about 200 bricks right now is what I'm hoping for. And I just want to take stone blocks over to here for now. The Husky can move that. We should be making better use of the Husky. I should be tagging more stuff to be hauled so that I don't have to do it later. Yep, alpaca's up. Who's taming? Marie is taming. Okay, can you go see if we can get this thing? All right, it went to bed. Fair enough. Does anybody have any bad memories? Slept in the heat, hungry. You want a burqa and a veil because you are our like cleric type person. That's fair. Can you try and tame this thing again? That could be a next project for us. There we go. All right, cool. We need another alpaca name. So this one is Shenanigans. This one is Shenanigans. Fantastic. So if you are hauling stuff, that is not ideal. Let's actually set all of you to not really be haulers. Like if I need you to haul things, I'll let you know, but I would prefer for you to be doing cleaning is fine, but research would be even better. You're not really a researcher though. Okay. Let's get a tailor bench. And another stool for that. I don't think we have any good alpaca wool yet, so we might actually have to, like, kill some stuff. We had a bunch of these guys nearby, right? Okay. You two. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I need you guys to kill this thing that is not an alpaca, but kind of looks like one a little bit. They have the same general structure to them. Okay, there's one. Let's go ahead and try and snag another over here. Oh my gosh. All right, very good. Maybe we'll go for one more for good measure if there's anything near us anymore. Oh, they're way over there, huh? Oh, all right, there we go. So, we do need to get another source of food for sure, but I'm actually mostly doing this because I need to put together some clothing. I'm not sure that I can make a burqa out of leather. I'll have to check, but I should be able to do... Oh, I didn't tell them to actually, like, hunt it, so they're not trying to. Okay, there we go. Anyway, I was going to say, I don't know if you can actually make, like, we need a burqa, right? And it doesn't look like I can make that out of here. We'll have to wait until we have alpaca wool, but you wanted something else for gear, right? You wanted a veil. I don't know if I can make a veil for you either. Can I make a veil? Well, let's just queue them both up. When we have the stuff for it, they'll get made, but I think we cannot. Yeah, no dice. Okay. And I think we've failed to shear these guys a couple of times. Yeah, we don't have any wool, and we're not really even close. Poor Muesli, the dead rat. Heat wave for ropes. I kind of forgot about this, to be honest. I'm going to be real with y'all. I don't think that we can take this one. We just kind of are not ready for it, I don't think. 7.2 days of extreme heat would probably kill at least someone. So we're going to go ahead and decline this one. But while I'm in here, we're not going to accept goodwill. Don't understand this at all. That's fair. If you've played, like, somebody earlier had said it reminds me of Don't Starve. It's like a little colony builder where these guys all have tasks. You can also take direct control of them, but for the most part, you just automate things by, like, prioritizing what stuff they should do at what time. The Sims, but more feral. That's fair. So this is not... We got, like, no wind blowing, and that's why we need these batteries. Probably even go for another one. Here we go. Huntsman, the Grand Chief of the Banastra Coalition, says that his friend has been wounded while traveling. The victim is Keppa, a 54-year-old low-wage worker. Huntsman has nobody to spare to rescue Keppa, but says that if you can make it to Keppa's position and rescue her, she will join you. Huntsman says that there may be an unknown threat. So we have a low-wage worker, just a basic human, but we can't get any more information about them. So, I mean, I said that I was going to kind of try and just take it as it comes, and we turned down our last quest, so I think we should probably accept this one. Before we do that, I'm just going to go ahead and make a couple of bedrolls. I don't know if I can make 3. I have some stuff on the ground here. Not quite. We might need to get one more animal. So I want to do this so that we have Something to sleep on while we're traveling, because you usually have to move a little ways for these. You guys are all over here, right? Okay. Looks like an interesting game. It's a good time. It's pretty different than my normal shtick, but I've been playing a lot of it since the update came out. And I just wanted to play something a little different. All right, so they'll go ahead and take that back, process it, and then we can build our last little bedroll here, and then we'll probably end up just going right away. We'll send everybody, I think. The alpaca can stay here. They'll do their best. And we'll go rescue this person and bring them back. We don't really have anywhere for them to sleep, but you know what? We can figure that out later. Okay. We're going to go ahead and uninstall these. Beautiful. And let's go, everybody. Oh, you are a long ways away. Oh my gosh. That's fine, though. I said we were going to do it, so we're going to do it. 1.9 days. Very interesting. So we're going to take all of our humans. Probably take Neil's as well. I think we'll leave the alpaca. Maybe we should take them just so that nothing terrible happens to them. What else do we want to bring with us? Honestly, I probably don't need anything. I could take some, like, smoke leaf, basically weed. That could help improve their mood. But I don't think that we allow that because of our ideology. So maybe we won't do that. Send them with a bunch of food. We're going to go ahead and send them with all of our herbal medicine just in case. Caravan only has 3.4 days worth of food. However, we're moving at 24 tiles a day. It said we should get there pretty quickly. What's our spoil time? Our spoil time actually... Oh, okay. It does have... Okay. That's going to have to do. Off they go. So now if we go back, we'll see everybody like gathering stuff up. They're just hitching over here. I need to put a hitching point down. That doesn't make any sense. That's a terrible spot. We're all going on an adventure, guys. Approach incapacitated refugee. Worried about the animals coming along? Yes. Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But now we got a little bit of time. They're just going to travel as they move. Oh, yeah, and Shenanigans is hurt. Well, that's all right. If they get hurt or injured, we'll absolutely carry our other caravan members. There's no way we won't care for them. I know that we could just make them walk even though they're hurt, but we're not going to do that. We got some ambrosia sprouting back home. Oh, that's actually really close. Nice. Okay. While they're doing their thing, I'm just going to set up a zone so this gets automatically harvested. We'll go at 2 speed. Oh, we got a heat wave, even though I said I don't really want to deal with that. That's cool. That means we should accept that other job, too, once we get back. Okay, so... I'm just going to set it to 1 real quick speed, so they're going to keep going. I just want to set this up so that they'll come over here and harvest this stuff when it's ready. This is like a naturally occurring drug that is worth quite a bit of money. It's against our ideology to do drugs, but it's not against our ideology to sell drugs. So, they'll come over here and harvest this stuff whenever that's ready. We had a quest. Oh, that I turned it down. I didn't even let it sit. You can undismiss it. Okay, so as long as we're going to have a heat wave, we may want to accept this. I kind of don't want any of this, to be honest. The L-Tech shirt would be okay. We still haven't done Paper Flare's ceremony, but the Eltex shirt and the honor would both be good for Paper Flare. This can be good or bad. The Psychic Harmonizer basically means, like, if somebody's feeling happy, everyone's feeling happy, and vice versa. Even better Eltex shirt. Oh, this is a vest. Okay. I'd probably rather take the shirt. Anyway, let's see where our troops are. I did slow down, so I think we might still just turn that quest down, but I'll let it expire. We'll see where we're at. Don't really want to deal with that right now, but we are in the middle of a heat wave, so. Speaking of, how are you guys doing? Sweaty. It's too hot here. I'm sweating. Okay. Are we going in? Oh my gosh. Right in time for the evening. So let's see what's going on around here. We got Keppa. This is an interesting little map. It said that there might be an unknown threat. Keppa had a steel knife. Okay, not seeing much. Let's, you guys want to eat? No, you want to chill out. Okay, that's fine. Then let's go see what's going on. You're doing pretty much fine. Offer help. Here we go. This is probably what'll do it. All right, Rescuee joins. Wow. Let's take a look here. We have Keppa, who is a pessimistic, slothful wimp. Keppa, you are a absolute winner. Good at cooking, plants, crafting, and artistic. Those are all actually pretty, like, these are really pretty good skills. But these are really bad. So a slow worker, somebody that's always got a mood debuff, and when they get hurt, they are even like more likely to go into shock. So Keppa, if you're in chat and you haven't typed in the word cozy and you want a chance to be this truly awful colonist, go ahead and put cozy in chat right now. Aurora, nothing? Are we good to go? Should we just like leave? I guess the unknown threat. All right, we'll just bring Keppa with us. We'll take this knife. It's a lottery jackpot of bad traits. It was very awful, wasn't it? All right, let's see who gets to. Yeah, we just walked right out of there. Just walked right out of there like it was nothing. Let's see who is Keppa. Shania. Lucky. I'm pretty sure Shania probably fell asleep. The unknown threat is the friends we made along the way. In this case, the unknown threat actually was the colonist. Very, very bad. Very bad. Congratulations. Congratulations, Shania. You have won the roulette. What's nice is that we did get her bandaged up, though. Is this person? Yeah, female. The injured Keppa left them for dead and then told you it was your problem now. Oh, yikes. All right, so we need to get a place for Shania to live. I'm thinking maybe we just mine out this this little area over here. She's a pessimist, which means her mood is always kind of bad. So if we can give her like marble, flooring and walls and stuff. Oh, this needs rescue. Caravan ambushed. Oh no. Ooh, this is gonna be a problem. This is actually gonna be a problem. Let's kind of force them through here. Headshot, nice. So hopped up on... Oh no, they just have alcohol tolerance. Psychite dependency, but they didn't actually take any. Beautiful. All right, cool. So, you are definitely not worth us trying to steal, but we will take your clothes. Okay, and let's go. No, you can stay here and be dead. We'll take the beer, we can sell that. We'll take the knife, we'll take all of the clothes. I guess we can take this table. I'll just bust it down when we get home. It's not gonna affect... Actually, our speed's pretty bad. Probably because of you. Alright, cool. I wasn't murdering someone, I was defending myself. Got another attack. What's going on here? Oh, raccoons. Manhunter raccoons. Oh, just two of them. Okay. Is that... That's it? 2 manhunter raccoons. We got some ancient fences that actually give us some decent cover. So I think we'll pop you guys over here and kind of bait them around the side. I don't know if they'll go for that. I'm not big on combat tactics because I usually build a kill box and I never leave my home. No, doesn't seem like it. Okay. Let's try and tie him up a little bit. Can you just get out of the way, Niels? Alright, we'll take those with us, but you guys need to heal up first now, huh? Death in 17 hours. How are you not able to move? That's my question. All right, little guys. Are we not, able to doctor you because we need a spot for it? Okay, that's fair. All right, you go rest. You... No. Rest until healed. Tend. There we go. I feel like we might be staying here for a little bit. Maybe we'll hang out overnight. Can I grab... So, no, I don't want to slaughter you. I don't know that I've ever tried to, but can I unpack the caravan while I'm here? And grab, like, my food and stuff? Ambrosia sprout. Very cool. Alright, nobody's incapable of walking now. Shenanigans is fully healed. Alright. One of them has it in the gear. I see. I see. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. Resting up. We'll stay here for the night. Half the caravan is dying, but woo, alpaca. We're doing okay. We even got some food out of it. It's hour 4, so let's go ahead and reform. Got everything there. I want to take these, but I feel like this movement speed is killing us, and our visibility is so high. But if I don't take them, it doesn't change anything, so I'm going to. Take all of our berries and our bedrolls and everything. And there we go. Danny, thanks for keeping your membership rolling for 13 months. Appreciate ya. We're going to make it home. We are going to make it home. But, man, it was a heck of a journey. Heat wave is over. Oh, we got a caravan. Well, they won't trade with us because we don't have anybody important enough for them to talk to, so... Does not really matter that we ran into them. And there we go. All right. So they're going to unpack now and bring everything in, and we're going to have to figure out where to put Shania. I guess for now, you'll have to go in like the all-purpose room. And we'll do something like that. They're having a party. They're celebrating that they made it out alive. That's awesome. So I didn't cue that up at all. They just like, they're in a good mood. They're happy they're home or whatever. I love it. But did you guys unpack anything? You didn't. No. Very cool. Oh yeah, and we actually, wait a second. Do you have a burqa? Oh my gosh. All right, I need you to drop that so we can have Marie wear it because she is specifically looking for one because of her... Did you just take his bed? Excuse me. Excuse me. Newbies have to find their own bed. Oh my gosh. Cargo pods with skulls. Somebody just sent us a cargo pod full of like 100 skulls. Why? Why? Okay, I think this will probably be our last quest. Once we unpack, I'm absolutely going to take this, what was it called? Regina's Iguanas. Because we've just been taking whoever wants to show up. And speaking of, oh my gosh. Zebo's from the Shattered Empire. I don't know if I can get over to you in time, man. No, you're going to die. Oh my gosh. The Hussar, that's interesting. There's no way. I would love to get over here and save you and then kick you off the map, but I just don't think it's happening. Yeah, you don't... all you have is raw food because you guys didn't unpack the food that we brought with us. No. Okay, I forgot to take this off. You should not be cooking at the campfire anymore. You should be cooking over here. A Gaurenland pod. Cool. All right, everybody is awake. We're kind of getting things unpacked and put away. Shania is a great cook. Actually, Shania's like a pretty good pawn. She just has terrible traits. Oh yeah, I didn't want to recruit this Hussar. I just wanted to save it and kick it off the map. All right, everybody happy? Everybody feeling good? Good, because we need to save somebody's life today. Oh, did I miss it already? Offer expired. It was only 7 hours. I guess I let it expire. That's my bad. Bummer. Did you get the ambrosia? I saw the first sprouts, but that's true. I didn't see the other ones. Let's see if they're anywhere near us. I can't see them now because I didn't check right away and I have no idea what to look for. They are sprouting. You guys don't need to... I'll leave it so they'll put out fires over there. Minor break risk. I wonder who that could be. Oh, it's actually Marie. I thought I thought it would be the pessimist for sure, but it wasn't. No, I don't see him on an initial glance, so we might have to take a look again later. Let's go ahead and set this area for a build roof. And then once somebody gets a roof in here, we'll have them plop down a lamp. That'll help with the mining a little bit. Clear it out. I will remember to ask later. Appreciate it. I think I probably got about like one more day in me, maybe like another big event. We got another crash here. 6 hours. A masochist who's incapable of caring, good at cooking animals, decent shooter. Got some good gear, if nothing else. And you're from nowhere, so I'll tell you what. This might be our last little goal here. I want you to go rescue this guy. We're not going to tend him with medicine because I'm going to be honest, if he doesn't make it, it's not a huge deal. Oh, I told him not to tend. I meant to say tend with no medicine. There we go. All right, let's at least try to save his life. I want you to... I don't have a place to store that. Okay. I want you to take his stuff. If he decides to join us, you know, well, maybe you can have it back. But if not, at least I will have some backup gear for some people. Like a Mega Sloth shirt. That's good. Oh, you can snag that. I don't really have a medical bed down here, so I'm not going to bother trying to move him for now. We'll see where we're at in the morning, and then, like I said, I think that'll probably be it for me for today. So we'll start another... You're gonna have an exterior door. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Basically, join my cult or I'll take your clothes. I mean, yeah. Chubb has recovered and decided to leave. All right, get out then. He'll probably make it. Whoa. He'll probably make it all the way up there. Join my cult and I'll take your clothes. So, Chubb's doing pretty good. He's going to leave. That's fine. We don't really care. We got some crafting work being done so we can get some more slate blocks. We need to work on a more permanent storage facility. We're digging out a room, another bedroom here. I'll have to take out another wall because nobody wants a wall made out of compacted steel. We got a veil made out of what? Oh, alpaca wool. We finally got some harvest over here. Nice. We need to get that off the ground. We need more shelving. Okay. Anyway, yeah, that is gonna be it. I'm all set. My throat kind of hurts from talking so much. I've been like just hiding in my office for years, it feels like. So I hope you guys had some fun. I like this one. I had a lot of fun. I love Rimworld, so we'll try and get back into this at some point. Make sure to get a save here, and I'll talk to you guys soon.